Hello and welcome to PlayStation Racer. My name is Mitchell Morgan and today we're off for another of the World Circuit races that was released in the 1.52 release. I'm just going to go up and check and make sure that the race difficulty is set to hard, which it is. I don't know whether we're going to be able to do this one because we are heading off to the Americas. We're heading off to Colorado Springs and we are on the dirt. And those of you that follow me will know that I am hopeless in the dirt. The car that we're going to try using is the Lancia Evolution 4 GSR 96. My car is wide-bodied. I am going to need to put some dirt tyres on this because we are going to be on the gravel. And the car settings, I've got dirt tyres obviously. The suspension is all set as normal. The differential is normal as well. The downforce is 0 and 20. I've got the ECU set to 100, the ballast to 0, the power restrictor to 100. The transmission and the nitrous are standard. We have then got the high RPM turbocharger, the anti-lag system. Anti-lag system is off. Could turn that on if you want. Let's just put that to weak. The intercooler is racing. I've got the air cleaner racing, silencer racing, exhaust manifold racing. The brake system is carbon. Brake pads are racing. Otherwise, the only other change I've got is the racing clutch and flywheel. That is the setup for this one. As I said, it is wide-bodied. That's about the only other difference. So let's get into this race. This is the Evolution meeting at Colorado Springs Lake. Number of laps 4, and we need to get from the back to the front. Let's go. So if you are looking for a video that is going to show you how to do this perfectly, you come to the wrong place, because I am the worst rally driver in the world. In fact, in our lobbies I normally come last. The first thing though I will mention in this one is to go with traction control 0, because if you have anything higher than that, it is going to fight the car. You are on dirt, so constantly the wheels are going to be sliding. The car is going to think that you're losing control. It's going to invoke traction control. It's going to slow the car down. So whether you run with traction control on normally or not, turn it off right now. The second thing that I would say in here is, I think probably third and fourth gears were my friend. And what I wanted to do really was to get the car rotated through Scandinavian flicks, or just basically, I can't really do Scandinavian flicks very well, but basically just trying to flick the back end of the car around so that you get the car pointing in the right direction and you can be on the accelerator as soon as possible. So that very often means turning before you actually get to the corner, but anticipating that the car will be facing the right direction as you are going through the corner. The other thing with this one, oh boy, did I use the AI cars as brakes, as ways of stabilising the car to get it through the corners, etc. So absolutely not clean on this one. I was really using all of the AI cars to aid me in any way that I could. So why have I put this video together? Well, number one, I hate the rally stages in Gran Turismo. Once they're done, they never get raced again, not unless I really have to. Occasionally in the lobby, people want to race these, and I end up doing them. Like I said, I always come last, but for the World Circuit races, once they're done, that really is it. I really don't bother with them again afterwards. But obviously what I am doing is I'm doing these videos. So I thought I'd better get this one done. And I actually managed to do this one on hard, which I was really pleased with. And I think basically, if I can do this on hard settings, then I really think that you should be able to as well, because like I said, I am pretty hopeless, and this video really is to prove that somebody that is hopeless at rally driving can actually get the win on the hard settings. Now, how many times did it take me? I'm not going to admit. At least 5 times. In fact, I think I lost count, but probably around about 5. It could have been 4, it could have been 5, it could have been 6. I really don't know. It was just a case of going for it. The first time I did this, I think I got 4th place. Then I got a 3rd. Then I think I dropped to about 6th. I had a at least 2 where I just reset halfway through the race. And then I think that I just managed to nail this one. Everything came together and I actually managed to get this one done. So yeah, 4th and 3rd were really the gears that I was using to help me through this. Traction control 0, as I say, and also using the cars. You can see these two, I'm using both the side of those cars to get through that corner and to get the car facing the right direction. You can see here that I'm trying to get the back end of the car around way before we actually hit the corner. The same with this one. There's a little nasty bump in here, just trying to get it rotated around. A little bit on the grass there, but managed to get away with it. But as soon as you get the car pointing in the direction you want it pointing, then absolutely go for it. I've got the red one is absolutely hustling me through there, hustling me big time. So I just managed to get away, and again just trying to slide this car so that I can get the power down as soon as possible and working the gears. You can see the way that the steering wheel is being moved left and right through here, almost at some stages to extremes, as I try and flick the back end around so that I can get the car lined up and get on the power as quickly as possible. At this stage, lap 3 of 4, I'm up with the leaders. That was an absolute lunge on that one. I caught the edge of the track there. It put me up on 2 wheels. Thankfully, I ran into the side of the yellow car, which then dropped the car back onto its 2 wheels, and I was able to keep going pretty quickly. I got a nice run through there on the yellow one, and then it was a case of, wow, I'm right behind the leader at the end of lap 4. The first time that this had ever happened. He got it slightly sideways through there. I managed to get a nice clean overtake, and now it was a case of, can we just bring this home? So I did actually back off a little bit here. I wasn't going quite so crazy, but I was concentrating very much more about getting the back end of the car around and also working the gears. Being very careful across here with that little dip and a bump. As you can see, getting into here, I didn't want to go too far to the sides of the track. So actually going slower in some respects was actually making me go a little bit quicker. But I don't mind telling you, I was really nervous. Was that black car behind me going to catch me? Could I keep it all together? Especially through this little twiddly bit here, where very often I would hit the barrier on the outside. You can see on this occasion, so much slower through there to make sure I didn't get on the barrier. Careful over the jump here, slowed it right the way down so I could get the traction as quickly as possible and then get this rotated around for this corner. We've now got just a few more. We've got one main right-hander here. Again, this is another one where I very often hit the barrier. I did there, but I managed to just not hit it too hard and managed to get the power down quite nicely. Sliding it through here. This is a left-hander, getting the back end around. Now it's a case of, can we actually do this? We've just got this really long, tight right-hander. If we can get this nice and not wind up in the pits and get on the power, we are going to be able to get this done. And we do actually cross the line quite some significant time ahead of the car behind. And it's about 4 seconds to claim first place in this Evolution meeting at Colorado Springs. So I was really, really pleased. We did get first place, 72,000 credits, no clean race bonus as expected. I was using all of the cars to try and get that one done. That was my 3rd and last ticket for this particular menu, and unfortunately I went off to claim a really rubbish prize. It was basically some parts for the Ferrari, not necessarily something that I would have liked. So that is the little car I used. This little Mitsubishi wide body Evo is absolutely fantastic. I've gone through the setup with all of the racing components that I did put on it. And then really it was just a case of getting that back end moving, getting it pointed in the right direction as quickly as possible, and then getting the power down. And as you can see there, I did do quite a lot of nudging the AI cars to keep me going in the straight, in the right direction, not the straight, but keeping me in the right direction so that I could get the power down as soon as possible. But as I said, you can pause and rewind the video to see what my braking and gearing and turning inputs were, etc, etc. But in this one, it really was just a case of going for it. And this video is purely show you guys out that are struggling with this one, that even somebody with my terrible rally skills can actually get gold in this race. So good luck. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please smack the like button, and if you're new around here, please hit the subscribe button. But I'll see you on another one coming very soon. Take care. Bye bye.